djwhiteshadow.com.
만담 빅파이트 칼렌더 프레젠트 중
DJWS Mix.
Python with one of her big gorgeous anacondas, and then the basics. So just how do you end up keeping yours at home?
Well, my big ones I keep them in an 8-foot cage. I give them a water bowl they can fit in, and I keep the room around 80 to 82, depending on night and day, and then they just go from there. So I feed them once a week.
Nice.
On rabbits, and they all eat perfectly fine. So,
what do you use to heat? Do you use a light bulb or a heat pad?
In the cages I have, it's radiated heat.
Nice.
But I have kept them in just like heat pads.
Okay.
So, like as babies, I keep them in tubs, like CB70 tubs.
Okay.
With just like heat tape in there.
Oh, nice.
So, and I keep the babies on aspirin, the big ones on paper.
Oh, wow.
So, eat fine and everything. So.
Cool. Awesome.
Plants that develop unique individual forms and end up looking like living art and eventually become large enough and complex enough that they're really an investment plant. A lot of these plants increase in value as they get larger.
Okay.
And I don't know, what's interesting, like these are figs from Mexico that develop a wide base, even more so with time. Because they develop a wide base, they have an older look than a lot of other plants. They're good candidates for bonsai. They quickly form a thick trunk.
Oh, cool.
This plant here is Jalebi tree from Madagascar. Besides having the fine leaves ideal for bonsai, the nice thing about them is they tend to develop really complex, intricate forms.
Yeah.
And this can get a base up to more than 2 feet wide in the wild, and they do get sizable. But this is one of the best all-time bonsai for indoor or outdoors.
Oh, that's cool.
So you edit this.
Yep.
This is a member of the Swedish ivy family that develops these thick bases. Also been used for bonsai. They have interesting bluish flowers. Their plant have almost all the qualities you want in a plant. They develop character, they're attractive flowers, and they have a nice scent to them. And they're very adaptable to growing indoors or outdoors. Indoors by the indirect sunlight, and outdoors in part shade. African tortoise plant. It's a member of the yam family. This is one that's been grown from seed since 2001, so it's 13 years old.
Oh, wow.
They will grow to over 650 pounds and 3 feet wide and tall, to 3 feet tall. Great investment plant. They're winter growers. I should say they're fall to spring growers. They go dormant into summer. Develop long vines. Do best in part shade. Great in California under a tree, but don't like frost.
here at the Zoo Med booth at the Reptile Super Show, and she's actually going to talk a bit about some really cool stuff that Zoo Med can do with some of the stuff that they've got, like this waterfall here.
Hi everybody! Okay, so then we've created a new waterfall, it's the LLLReptile Rapids, and when you're setting up in a vivarium, if you want to have, like with our waterfall kits and the old one that we have, you actually have to put the pump inside the hydro balls, and then if your pump breaks down, you then have to dismantle the whole tank and then rebuild it. Well, in this case, using the waterfalls in a system like this, it's much easier. If there's an issue with the pump, all you have to do is reach in, grab the waterfall right here, pop it out, pull the pump out, it's not killing it, and then check the pump, unclog it if there's something in it, and then set it back in. You don't have to worry about disturbing the rest of your enclosure. The nice thing about with the vivariums, you've got all these live plants and everything, and with the waterfall, granted the water's not going into where the plants are, but you're still getting a lot of the benefits because it's humid in this environment. And of course you still probably will need to add water into the hydro balls to make sure they're getting enough. But the nice thing about this too is if you add the fogger to it, you've already got all of your condensation in here, so you don't need to worry too much about your plants dying. So this is a great way to set one up, and always remember with a vivarium, if you are going to use live plants, make sure that the system that you don't have an animal that requires a high heat requirement, because you're just going to kill them all off. So you've got the waterfall, your live plants, your humidity, and the new LEDs, so they're getting all the lights that they need in order to thrive.
Perfect, cool. So all of the stuff that you just saw in that tank, we carry on our website. All of the new waterfalls, all kinds of cool stuff. Thank you, Jennifer.
You're very welcome.
That was awesome.
Hey, my name is Michael and I'm hanging out with LLLReptile.
Alright, Red. Hopefully we can get you on, okay? Alright, see ya.